The Amazing Digital Circus is the biggest indie animated show on the internet right now. Each episode gets around 100 million views and has garnered a massive fan base for both the Amazing Digital Circus as well as Glitch as a whole. If you aren't aware, Glitch is the company behind the Amazing Digital Circus, Murder Drones. I can't think of anything else right now. Oh, they're making the Gaslight District. That's all I can think of. But recently there was some drama that happened in the Amazing Digital Circus fan base that I just really want to talk about. I've been trying to move away from talking about internet drama, but this is so unbelievably dumb and unbelievably stupid that I just need to talk about it. And I feel like this is a good way to open up about fandom culture as a whole, because yikes. If you aren't aware of what's been going on, don't worry, I'll tell you everything I know about it, because I got to see this happen in real time. Five Nights at Freddy's in real time. Brother. This all started from a tweet by Digital Academy official that says, "News on digital lovers. Hello, unfortunately we are not able to proceed with the concept of a dating simulator as Glitch does not want us to make a dating simulator of the Amazing Digital Circus. Don't worry, this game will still be made. From now on we will be making a visual novel focusing on the characters, a platonic version basically. Fortunately are still allowed to proceed to making Fortunately, we are still allowed to proceed in making a visual novel of the anime adventure in the Amazing Digital Circus." This is the tweet that started everything. This was ground zero. If you check out the replies and the quote tweets, it is extremely rough. A good chunk of it has been taken down, and we'll get to why it's been taken down in a little bit. This basically caused the Amazing Digital Circus fandom to split into two, and we'll get to what it is in a little bit, but they actually made a follow-up tweet due to the drama that this whole initial tweet started, which reads... Hold on. "Hello again, I just want to make a disclaimer and a heads up thingy. Glitch is not controlling it. My bad. Glitch is not controlling us. We simply asked for permission for this kind of game concept and they declined respectfully. Please do not harass anyone involved in this. This includes passively getting others involved and saying comments about others." So with those two tweets out of the way, you can figure out that basically the team behind Digital Academy or Digital Lovers reached out to Glitch to see if they would approve of their concept of a fan game, in which Glitch declined, saying, "You can make a fan game, we just do not support this dating simulator you want to make." To which they're like, "Okay, that's totally fine, we'll make a platonic visual novel." That's it. That is the extent of the controversy. That is the extent of the drama. It's a nothing burger of drama. It's so unbelievably like dumb. It's dumb. It's the only way to describe it. It's dumb. Which even then, this whole thing is also just a little bit silly to me. You went to ask the people who own the Amazing Digital Circus if you could make a fan game of the Amazing Digital Circus. You don't need to ask for permission to make an Amazing Digital Circus fan game. You don't need to ask permission to make a fan game in general. I don't get why you did that, but I get it. They want to ask for permission before they decide to go all in on making this game, right? Fair enough. But this whole thing caused the fandom to split into two. You got the one half, I'm not even joking here, like this is unironic. You got one half that now hate Glitch, claiming they are the next Disney. They're the next fucking Disney. To these people who are most likely band kids, who most likely haven't touched grass, who are probably too chronically online, they think Glitch being like, "Hey, we don't really like the idea of you making a digital circus dating simulator," is on the same level as Disney denying a father's request to have Spider-Man on their son's tombstone. This is the same level, apparently. Whatever. Now, a good chunk of the tweets now have been deleted, and we'll get to why they've been deleted, but you could still find a couple out there. It's silly, it's dumb. They are also calling Glitch massive hypocrites because they made SMG4. So why are you dictating what other people can make with your intellectual property that you legally own? People were pissed. But then there's another side. They're like, Glitch did nothing wrong. That's basically it. Glitch did nothing wrong. And unfortunately, these two massive groups collided into a massive war that caused death threats and massive hate and harassment. Let me give you an example. Unknowingly is a content creator that is best known for creating The Man in the Suit, one of the biggest Godzilla analog horror series out there. And basically, he made a very simple, harmless tweet that unfortunately is not deleted. I don't have a screenshot of it or anything. But basically, it was a Wreck-It Ralph gif of the Candy King dude. I'm not caught up on my Wreck-It Ralph lore. The Candy King dude who's the bad guy of Wreck-It Ralph turning from Glitch into Disney. Harmless joke, right? But if we look at these quote tweets, man, they're fucking rough. As you can see there, they're kind of rough. They're just making fun of him. It's not just the quote tweets, it was all the replies as well. People were dogpiling him so much, sending hate, harassment, and even death threats that unknowingly had to leave Twitter. Let's take a look at that tweet real quick. Made a harmless joke gif, and in response I've been getting disgusting death threats and hate. My therapist recommends to take a break from Twitter to work on my projects. I feel bad leaving on a bad note, so here's a picture of my cat to cheer you up. So yes, this whole stupid ass fucking drama caused people to receive death threats and harassment, mass amounts of hate. And to that I say, you guys need to seriously touch grass. This is such a non-fucking issue. It's a nothing burger of drama. The only reason why I'm talking about it because it's so fucking stupid. Which leads me to another point I want to talk about. Fandom culture, specifically in the internet creator space. I feel like internet creators are put up on a higher pedestal compared to other people. Like this whole drama, for instance, right? The whole reason why it started because Glitch is undoubtedly the biggest indie animation channel on YouTube. Like I said, the Amazing Digital Circus, each episode gets around 100 million views. Every time a new series comes out by Glitch, everyone talks about it. They are the face of indie animation. So fans of Glitch put them up on a higher pedestal compared to everyone else, which means that they will blindly support Glitch whenever they can. If Glitch does something that they personally don't really agree with, where they instantly flip and be like, this is the worst fucking company in the world. No proper criticism. It's either you love it or you hate it. And I just feel like it's a little bit cringe. I feel like that sucks. I feel like that's not the right way to talk about internet creators in general. And I feel like the best solution to this is pretty simple: going outside and touching grass. That's about it. But anyway, I just want to talk about some very wacky Amazing Digital Circus drama. All right, peace out, fam. Like and subscribe, please. Thank you. Bye.